So can you guys explain to me what makes your GTR so much faster than other guys that have the small bolt-ons? Let me tell you about the Tittles. Back in the day, probably about 2-3 years ago, the Tittles, they have these Nissans right here, these GTRs, and they've been kicking everybody's butt at the drag strip, and they're still kicking everybody's butt. Man, where did y'all go to? What happened? Y'all just disappeared for a while. Y'all moved? Where'd y'all move to?
Moved to downtown Austin. My kid goes to San Marcos, Texas State, so we want to get a little closer to my daughter.
Okay.
So we moved down there.
Well, good deal. Well, so what brings you back today?
The track.
The track. Okay.
We don't come for family.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey guys, I tried to snatch their souls, but the Tittles are good people. Even if I was to beat them, they can have their souls back. Everybody else, I keep their souls. Hey, show us about your car. And I know your car wasn't running right today because that car's a lot faster than what it is. Can you show us around them? Sure. Just kind of make sure you're looking towards the microphone when you're talking, and that'll get the same. Okay, now guys, I raced one GTR. It's a fine young man. The brother has a nice car, but his car was not as fast as the Tittles car, and that's what I expected out of it. So, can you guys explain to me what makes your GTR so much faster than other guys that have the small bolt-ons?
And it's basically all in the tuning. My tuner will basically run the car a little more aggressive than your basically off-the-shelf tune. Basically not as safe, but the car will go faster. These cars are, man, they're pretty bulletproof, knock on wood. I've been down the track in mine about 650 to 675 times. Still nothing broke on it.
Good. And what's the name of your tuner? Who's your tuner?
Ben Linney.
Ben Linney. Where's he out of?
England.
England? Wait a minute, man. And you got a tuner? He has a tuner all the way out of England. See, this is the neat thing about cars today. You can have a tuner in not another city, another state, but another country.
Yep.
And so he's sending you the tune.
Yep.
That, and you just download it and go with it.
Basically through e-tune.
Wow.
It's basically through email back and forth. He sends you the tune. Go out and do a pull on the car and send him the log, and he adjusts it and sends it back. You just go back and forth. And
Okay, now if somebody wanted to get a hold of him, how can they find him?
I can give you the email. I can post it. Link up.
Does he have a website or?
Yeah, just Google Ben Linney GTR and you'll find him. He does mainly GTR is what he.
So Ben Linney, how does he spell his last name?
L-I-N-N-E-Y.
L-I-N-N-E-Y. GTR. Okay, so what's the difference between your wife's GTR and your GTR? Hey, let's get her on over here. Now, you know, guys, Demonology always has a bad time when he races ladies because the ladies have a better reaction time and they cut good lights. Well, today we both red lit. But she was flying. She was flying. There was no way of catching her, no way of beating her. So, tell us, why do you love racing so much? Did your husband get you started, or did you get him started?
I think we kind of like, we're both into cars, and we've been into cars growing up, but it's something we can do together as a couple. It's our date night. We don't go to the movies, we go to the track. I don't want flowers, I want car parts.
There you go.
That's always a running joke when parts show up in the mail. It's like, whose car do they go, mine or hers?
So tell me the difference between your GTR and her GTR, because I know yours is a lot faster.
Actually
no.
Whoa, y'all changed that up, huh? Not at this point.
Mine was basically, I bought mine in 2013.
Okay.
So basically the parts that were available, this is 2015. The parts that were available for mine aren't quite as good as what's on this one.
Okay.
She has bigger exhaust, so forth, but we're usually neck and neck, side by side at this point in the game. It's whoever trees who is usually who wins. Ben's got these cars usually balanced out almost perfect. I mean, we're literally within usually 100th of a second side by side. It's whoever trees who is who wins. Almost exactly the same miles per hour, almost same everything. But as far as it's just basic bolt-on stuff, exhaust, intake, injectors, fuel pumps, and a tune. That's it.
Now, why did you guys pick the GTR? Because this is actually one of my favorite cars.
Before we used to race Mustangs and
hey, don't say that.
I know.
That's why we're no longer racing.
No, I'm just joking. I love the Mustang. So
we basically had that, and we had an Evo 10, one of the MR Evo 10 battleship cars, and we were literally spending more money keeping the car on the
Wow.
than what it costs to go buy a GTR. And like I said, when I tell people I've been down the track 650, 700 times, they think I'm exaggerating.
No, I know you have.
I have a
'cause
stack of tickets.
I used to see you all the time.
Yes. And like I said, the cars don't break. I mean, they're worth the money. I mean, it's a good
I've
buy.
had mine 3 years, no problem.
I've had
3
mine
years.
5.
And it's getting faster.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I'm finding it to be the same with the Dodge Demon. I find I can hot lap it, keep it going around the track, same as you guys can hot lap the GTR.
Exactly.
And it just takes a beat and keeps on ticking, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
I'll come out here on Friday nights and literally make 10 passes. I mean,
Yes, back to back.
back to back to back. The car never slowing down. It runs the exact same. That's the good thing about these kind of cars versus truck cars.
Yeah.
You get 1 to 2 passes and you're done. You know, and it's done. These you go and have fun. You can drive it to work. You're in the air conditioning. It's all good.
Well, you know, I think the heat beat up on a lot of cars
Yeah.
today. And when I first got here, it was Camaros, it was Corvettes, it was Mustangs here. But you see which cars are left. Guys, I want y'all to take a look. So the 2 GTRs and the Demon are the only 2 cars left because the other cars were all beat up from the heat. I mean, they literally said, man, I cannot race you, Demonology. It's too hot. My car's falling apart. And so,
And I'm asking, can we do it again?
Yeah.
Can we go again?
Exactly. And I mean, she has passengers in the car going around. So
Don't say that. Don't say
I
that.
think we were the only 2 domestic cars here today.
Yeah.
Foreign cars.
yeah,
over here
the
today.
only 2 foreign cars.
Only 2 foreign cars that were here. So.
Wow. Well, hey,